of those Starlink V3 satellites. Also on the ship, we added docking ports. There's 2 right below the payload bay door, 2 near the bottom. That's going to enable us to have Starships link up in orbit for propellant transfer. Also modified the connection point in the ship to facilitate that. So a lot of upgrades tip to tail, and still powering it all is the Raptor 3. Now, those engines are manufactured in Hawthorne, California, tested in McGregor, Texas, redesigned their ignition system, bumped up the thrust in the sea level and the vacuum engines, and then took all of the sensors, feed line controllers, everything that was kind of the busy sections around Raptors 1 and 2, and either deleted them or internally integrated and protected them inside the engine.
I mean, just do it before the launch.
Made it easier for those to manufacture. So, just an incredible amount of effort from the world's best engineering team getting this rocket to the pad, ready to launch today. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. That was a lot. Send it back down to Kate and Jake for more on Pad 2.
Yeah, so like Dan was just saying, the team has been working hard on a brand new rocket, but we also redesigned the ground systems, and that brand new Pad 2 is making its debut today.
We took everything we learned from operating on Pad 1 to create this totally new launch pad. Pad 2 is optimized for full and rapid reusability. We've upgraded our propellant farm with much more storage and more pumps, chopsticks. That's the black assembly there at the top of the tower, and that enables even faster motion to better track vehicles flying in for catch.
Yeah, and we also changed the actuators driving those chopsticks from hydraulics to 100% electromechanical, increasing their speed, redundancy, and reliability. On the ground, the launch mount was also completed from hydraulics to 100% electromechanical, increasing their speed, redundancy,
those
and
drones
reliability.
need some Starlink on top of them.
Fuel and aux systems into different compartments, reposition the booster quick disc. In one word, I'd say liftoff.
And as you can see there,
Next, to be out of the vehicle's plume during liftoff.
A new top deck flanker, and a new bi-directional to eliminate metal wearing down. So we said goodbye to the pancake top deck flame deflector.
The astronomy enthusiast, Astro 2,
maximum safety and fast turnaround, because making life multiplanetary will require launching a lot of Starships. Now this planetary between launches, a lot of Starships. Now it's currently T-. We're going to hop over to Hawthorne for a moment for more on Star 8 seconds. We're going to hop over to Starships. Now it's current.
He's going to join us
here at SpaceX. We're excited to be back here in Hawthorne. Hey, Kate, thank you so much. I'm Tyler Lionquist, and I'm a Starlink business analyst here at
Look,
SpaceX.
that's me.
We're excited to be back here in Hawthorne, ready for
Bakery
another attempt
TPAs.
at a launch today.
That's a cool shirt.
So as we talked about yesterday, on today's flight, we're deploying 20 Starlink simulators, plus 2 modified Starlink satellites, which our team internally refers to as Dodger Dogs, because they stretch the V2 Mini satellite propellant tank so that it sticks out from both ends of the satellite. And the Dodger Dog serves as a tech demo between the V2 and the V3 Starlink satellites, and acts as a platform for testing V3 components. Now, the larger V3 satellites aim to greatly expand our network's capacity, while V3 hardware is designed to support faster Wi-Fi and improved broadband speeds for our customers, while providing significant capacity upgrades from the V2 Mini. So, in addition to delivering future V3 satellites to the Starlink network, Starship is also planned to launch our AI satellites. And as you may have seen during the TerraFab event in Austin a few months ago, Elon laid out the path to revolutionize cloud computing and AI infrastructure, leveraging the unlimited power of the sun, targeting 100 gigawatts to 1
Technically, it's not
terawatt of
unlimited
AI
power.
Annually.
The sun will run out of energy at one point.
Beyond our planet too. Building on the technologies used to connect people on Earth, the Starlink team is exploring using Starlink to enable high bandwidth connectivity around the moon. With a constellation of satellites designed to connect to user terminals on the lunar surface, we could relay data back to our Starlink constellation in Earth orbit. So traditionally, deep space comms have relied on radio frequency transmission. But this new design would use lasers to relay data back to Earth, which can massively increase the bandwidth available to future lunar missions. We currently have thousands of lasers operating in our Starlink constellation around Earth, and deploying that technology around the moon could connect it with hundreds of terabits of capacity. Together, this could provide the connectivity backbone between the Earth and the moon, and enable gigabit connectivity anywhere on the lunar surface, providing data for rovers, habitats, and astronauts, and hopefully some incredible views for us back on Earth too. So all of that adds up to a lot of satellites, but the good news is there's still plenty of space in space. That said,
Razan
Starlink team
T3
takes
said
space
the
as a
monolith.
yeah.
The astronomy
and works hard to encourage
enthusiast,
best
Astro
practices
2,
across the
said
entire
that
industry
monolith is
so
so
space stays
funny.
open for as many people as possible.
Yep.
In fact, just yesterday, the Starlink team published a new update
But who
on
doesn't
Starlink.com
want
to
monolith?
encourage all satellite operators to better coordinate
What?
and follow best practices.
But
Straight
2001
out
monolith.
of 2001,
Yeah.
A Space Odyssey.
Starlink.com/updates.
But on the moon,
And with
so
that,
it's the
let's kick it
2031
back over to
monolith.
Kate and Jake and Starbase for today's mission profile.
Thanks, Tyler. Now let's dive into the flight profile for today's test. As we've mentioned already, a couple
I haven't
times,
watched the movie, so I wouldn't know.
There are numerous redesigns making their debut today across the entire launch vehicle. In light of this, we want to keep our learning focused on all
don't
of
watch
that
my
new
stream,
hardware and software. So
Astro
we're running
2.
a flight profile that's similar to
This is
past
Don't watch-
Starship flights in order to minimize any new variables.
Not you,
Razan
Astro 2.
Yeah, that's
T3
right.
sent
So,
an image
as
file.
always, we start with liftoff, where Super Heavy ignites 33 of those brand new Raptor 3 engines. We power through ascent ahead of hot stage separation, where the booster shuts down
Trying to figure
all but
something
5
out.
sustainer engines. Stage 2 then lights its Raptor engines while still attached to Super Heavy, where we see stage separation, debut
All I wanna
integrated
do-
hot stage, directional booster flip, and engine relight for boost back using 33 engines. And after coasting for a few minutes, the booster today will target a landing
Still
burn and soft
33.
splashdown a few miles off from the coast of Starbase.
Ship keeps it going with ascent burn to a suborbital trajectory. Then we'll deploy 20 Starlink simulator satellites and 2 Dodger Dogs, as we affectionately call them. We also plan to relight a single Raptor engine. Next will be re-entry a few minutes later. For the first time in a while, we're intentionally not messing with Starship's heat shield. At that point, we should have some amazing views of the ship's
33
Technicolor
engine
re-entry
boost
through
back.
Earth's
Am I
atmosphere.
hearing that right?
If all of that goes as planned, we'll finish the test.
Wait, what the?
with a
I haven't been
landing
paying
burn
attention.
and a
Gulf of
soft
America.
splashdown in the Indian Ocean.
They're gonna do a
The
33
astronomy
engine.
enthusiast,
Thanks to
Astro
Starlink, we'll be
2,
going
said
live to the
33
Indian
goes
Ocean and
hard.
chatting once again with the ship recovery team stationed out there.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. That's going to be totally awesome. But sit tight because first we're going to go to Dan for a quick status check.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Good news. Still looking good. Range is green currently. We're expecting another update on that in just about 4 minutes. That should be our final
Maybe it goes
determination.
from
Whether
33
it's
to
looking amazing,
13.
13,
vehicle
the
and
outer
pad both
engines
looking
doesn't
Scott
healthy.
work.
Trosley
We
said
are
boost back
little
burn
over
in
80%
5
on fuel
seconds
net
As far as
expire.
I know,
the
the
ship,
outer
and
20
then
engine
a little
ring
more than 2/3
is
looking light on
physically
booster. So
incapable
we
of
are on track
relighting
today,
mid-flight.
looking good for a launch right now.
Like, it
at
doesn't have the
5:30
hardware to
PM
do that.
Central Time.
I think
All
it
right,
can
so we're gonna do
now.
that right at the top of our window.
But they
Once again,
still
though, we're
have
gonna be
the-
targeting to send
the
Starship
primers
around
on
the
the
world
pad,
for a
don't they?
splashdown in the Indian
So what's
Ocean.
the
We
point?
had a really quick
What's the
check-in
point of
yesterday
having
with the
that?
Starship recovery team out there on station. They're helping us to maintain the range
I don't
and a
think
whole
so.
lot more. So let's jump back out there once more today. We've got Suren Sunai joining us live from the boat deck out in the Indian Ocean.
Said
couple
so
hundred miles off
LMAO.
the coast of Australia. Suren,
Oh,
how's it
God,
going,
the
man?
guy's
Welcome
gonna do a
Flight 12
6-7 meme.
webcast. How's everything looking
The
out there in the
astronomy
landing zone?
enthusiast, Astro 2, said 6-7
It's a
dude.
pleasure to be here.
Prepare
I'm not gonna lie
to
you, it's
kill
a little
him.
rougher than it was yesterday. Nighttime, it's hard to see the horizon, but we're looking at about 10-foot seas, and we're loving it. But
Why didn't
it's
he
rough.
say 6
All right,
or
what's
7
your
foot
guys'
seas?
primary job out there? I mean, you're out kind of in the middle of
Wall
nowhere.
of
What are you guys doing?
Jerusalem said, wouldn't the G load on the booster
No,
be way too
the
much
booster
if
is
it relighted the
indestructible.
33
It has
engine?
cheats on. It has cheats
sail
enabled.
from shore.
The
And
astronomy
our primary goal is as
enthusiast,
a range
Astro
clearing
2,
group, so, like, we
said
come out
cause he
here and make
knows
sure
he'll
there's
get
no
his
one else
ass
in the area
kicked.
so the rocket can launch.
Wall of
But that
Jerusalem
kind
said
of allows
X.
us to do our second goal,
Razan
which is to
T3 said, if
conduct,
I remember it right,
imagery
Raptor
of the
3
rocket as it
require
advances
less
and as it
gas from
splashes down.
COPV
We get
or
a lot of other
whatever,
data, but, like,
so
the
maybe
primary
that
one is for
allows
sure
more
imagery.
restart
It's not
with the
about
same
the gas. It
COPV
doesn't have the
amount.
hardware.
Aerial-based
That's the
assets.
thing.
And talk to
It
us a
used
little bit,
to not
'cause it's
have
evolved over time,
primers
kind
on
of
the
humble beginnings
engines because
of
it
getting
takes
those
weight.
views to talk us through where we've gotten to now today.
Maybe they added it then?
So
Yeah,
if
I
they
think some
do
people know, but,
33,
like,
they would
the
need
Mark said
20
parts are quite
primers.
identifiable. That's the buoys that we use. And
Maybe they added then.
Were originally used
added
as
something
sailboat
new.
racers, and we kind of put
Yeah,
them in
but
as
they
a, as a
probably-
Hail
they
Mary
might,
attempt on
I
Flight
don't know.
5 to get imagery of the rocket as it came down.
I guess we'll
And
see. 33 boost back
Yeah,
is
33
insane.
boost back is insane.
The astronomy enthusiast,
Yeah, Hail Mary
Astro
mentioned.
2, said Hail Mary mentioned.
Which was a testament to not only
Hail
the
Mary.
scrappy engineering we were able to put together, but also the rocket's ability to land right on target. And
Scrappy
since then,
engineering.
we've kind of iterated
Man, I have the
more
stream on mute.
with
I
new
actually haven't been
rockets,
listening
way
to
more
the thing.
robust,
Hang
and
on, let me
now
do
a
something real
lot
quick.
more data collection materials, not just visual imagery. And as a
There we go.
result, they kind of are the most mature versions they've ever been. And it's really cool because almost all the buoys that we're deploying
Wall of
even now for
Jerusalem
Flight 12,
set
we
him
just got
inside
off our back deck
Starship
a
right now.
few hours ago, are the exact same ones that were used for Flight 5.
And I saw a couple of user terminals. How Starlink kind of playing a role in this entire operation?
Dan, I'm not gonna lie to you. If we didn't have Starlink out here, we would be screwed. Like just on like a usual basis of like working, we're allowed to like have calls with each other and like work on documents with each other, send things to each other in like a very timely manner because of the Starlink on the boat. But not only that, each one of these buoys is equipped with a standard Starlink Mini, the one you would just get from like ordering it commercially, and that allows us to not only operate the buoy remotely, but also to get live stream data and telemetry, which is honestly super useful, and I don't think we have another solution for it without Starlink.
All right, before I let you go, what's it like? You're out there, and then all of a sudden, Starship appears out of the sky. What's that feel like, man?
Dan, I can't lie to you.
He's gonna say something
It feels
cringe.
awesome. Just like being on the boat, not seeing any land for miles and miles, and then hearing the Starship crack down with its sonic booms and watching it breach through the sky.